Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, it's some wild news out of Chicago. This occurred in the wee hours of the morning, in which off-duty Cook County Sheriff's deputy by the name of Raphael Wordlaw, age 31, was killed in a shootout in what seems to be an attempted robbery at a gas station. Now, I'm gonna let you guys take a look at this, and then we'll come back and talk about it. But it's just wild how, you know, whether you're on duty or not, you just out there in the middle of the night getting gas, which is one of the things I try not to do. Any stranger coming up to you could be a threat nowadays. And may this officer rest in peace. It's upsetting, but it's a reality. Check it out.
We want to get to that breaking news. A Cook County Sheriff's deputy killed in a shootout at a gas station overnight.
He was off duty at the time. Marissa Perlman joins us live now from the Cook County Medical Examiner's office. Marissa, what can you tell us?
Well, good morning to you both. We are awaiting a police escort, a procession from the University of Chicago, where that off-duty officer was taken to here to the medical examiner's office. At last check, we are hearing the procession was at 45th and Cottage, moving at about 10 to 15 miles per hour, so they could be here really any minute now. Now, here's what we know about that off-duty officer from a police source. That deputy was killed in an attempted carjacking at 67th and Eberhard. Police say he was just 31 years old. He died after a shootout at a gas station there. Now, police say just before 1:30, the deputy was at the gas station when another man approached him. After an argument, the two men exchanged gunfire. Police say the deputy was shot in the chest and tried to leave the scene in his car, but hit a nearby pole. The suspect ran from the scene. We know no arrests have been made. Now, we have heard from the sheriff's office this morning. In a statement, they say their staff are with the deputy's family to provide support and resources, calling this all a senseless tragedy. Now, we do expect the police escort the deputy's body to travel roughly 10 miles from the University of Chicago here to the medical examiner's office. And again, that should happen and arrive here any moment. We'll be here and we'll be sure to bring you the latest. Back to both of you.
Marissa was just talking about the procession for that Cook County Sheriff's deputy who was killed overnight in an apparent shootout or some sort of altercation at a gas station. This is the procession where the officer's body, the off-duty deputy's body, is being taken from U Chicago Medical Center to the morgue. Very often after an officer is killed, there is, of course, a procession like this one out of respect and to honor that officer.
Yeah, always a somber moment to lose a deputy who has served Cook County. This information just came into our newsroom all morning. We've been reporting about that attempted carjacking that turned into a shootout at that gas station at 67th and Eberhard. It wasn't until hours later, just a little while ago before this show started, that we learned it was an off-duty Cook County deputy who was killed in that shootout. This was just before 1:30 this morning. Again, it was at a gas station. We were told that deputy tried to even get away from that scene.
That's what, yeah, we have been told, that there was some sort of, he was at the gas station and that somebody approached him or came up to him and there was some sort of argument. And this is all preliminary information, of course. And then the shooting took place, and that, as Audrina, you were just saying, that he got in his car, he tried to drive away, that he hit a pole, and he had been shot in the chest.
And this is so early right now that we've just learned this information. And so at this point, the Cook County Sheriff's Office has not released the name of the deputy. All we know of them is that they're 31 years old. And so we're expecting to learn more information as the day progresses. But again, right now, Skywatch is over this procession going from the University of Chicago Medical Center to the medical examiner's office, where we'll learn more after that. of a report and what happened.
Right, we will of course be keeping our close eye on this very tragic and unfortunate situation all day long. We will be bringing you details of who the off-duty deputy was and more of course on what happened as we learn it, and hopefully also learn more about his time with the Sheriff's Department as well.
Yeah, we'll continue to follow that. We'll bring you more as the morning progresses, so stick with us for that.
He has, Val and Terrell, the 31-year-old man who died here at the University of Chicago Medical Center was an off-duty Cook County Sheriff's deputy. He has just now been identified as Raphael Wordlaw. Officers held a procession here for the deputy killed in the early morning shooting, carrying him from the hospital to the medical examiner's office just after 9 o'clock. An American flag draped over his body, visible from Chopper 7. Now, Chicago police say the deputy was at a gas station around 1:30 this morning in Woodlawn when a gunman approached and tried to rob him. The two exchanged gunfire at the Clark gas station on 67th and Eberhart, and the suspect ran away. Several shell casings seen scattered there on the ground. The deputy was shot in the chest. Police say he got back into his car after the shootout to get help, but his car crashed into a pole a few blocks away near Marquette and Indiana. The vehicle hitting parked cars there along the street. You can see the airbag deployed and bullet holes in the window. The victim was then taken here to the University of Chicago, where he later died. The Cook County Sheriff's Office is saying in a statement this morning, quote, "Staff are with the deputy's family as well as with the Sheriff's Office team to provide support and resources as they navigate this senseless tragedy." Now, police are still looking for the gunman this morning. They say no one is in custody. We are working to gather more details about the shooting from police as they continue to investigate.
All right, guys, that's the news, and it's unfortunate that this man lost his life. Now, one thing I want to bring up, and I spoke a little bit about it earlier, getting gas in the wee hours of the morning. Supposedly this happened at 1:30 in the middle of the night. Pulling up to a gas station, not just in Chicago, but in a lot of places. Houston, for one, can wind up being a death sentence if you go at the wrong time. And you seen this guy had a nice car. Supposedly this was a robbery attempt. Said him and the guy got into an argument. It's just crazy to me how a stranger would just walk up on you like nowadays, like it's nothing, with illness in their heart. Regardless of what this whole thing was about, and I do believe it was a robbery. Said the guy got shot. They exchanged gunfire, shootout. The other guy ran away on foot. This guy tried to get himself some help, and drive to a hospital and wind up crashing. And that's where they found him. Either way, this type of stuff, this lawlessness, man, is like just out of control. Think about that. That could have been any of us. At a gas station, filling up your tank, and some stranger just come up, "Hey man, let me talk to you for a second." Nah, you ain't gotta talk to me. You know what I'm saying? What do? Now they got a big funeral, a big procession taking him to the morgue, which he's already there now. I mean, this is earlier today, and a bunch of people wondering why. Got to break the news to his family. This man didn't make it home last night because he got shot up, because somebody came up and wanted his possessions. A lot of people, I looked at some of the comments, some of the video footage I took that I screenshot, and somebody was like, "Oh man, people got these expensive cars and they're in the hood and this and that." This is the bottom line, man. People like what they like, but other people like it too, but don't want to work for it. So regardless if you got a good car or not, nobody should have the right to want to take something from you that you worked hard to get. That's the big thing about this, regardless of this guy being a cop or not. You know what I'm saying? His life mattered just like everybody else's. He was off duty and got blazed up. Just got to keep your heads on the swivel out there, man. I mean, for real, because I mean, when these dudes is coming for whatever you got, they come in full force. It's unfortunate, like I said, prayers to the family, and may the victim rest in peace. Raphael Wordlaw. I keep saying Woodlaw. Wordlaw, age 31. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.